Greetings, nature enthusiasts and thrill seekers. Immerse yourself in the dramatic world of wild battle, where animals go head-to-head in astonishing battles and gripping hunts. Lion versus leopard. Obviously, fights and battles between these predators are only possible for food, and in some cases, for territory. The weight of the leopard is 60 to 80 kilograms, so the lion can outweigh it by 3 times. The outcome of the clash is predictable, so leopards usually have to flee, and the lions act very carefully when clashing with leopards, not trying to kill, but only to chase away the unwanted guest. Hawk versus bird. I don't know what kind of bird it chose as the prey, but it's the kind of professional aerial attack I had to show you. Hawks are extremely agile birds, fast, and with lightning-fast reactions. Their eyesight is excellent, and they can spot their prey up to several kilometers away while soaring in the sky. Having tracked its prey, the bird makes a lightning dash and grabs it with its powerful clinging paws. However, during the chase, the hawk is so focused on its prey that it may not notice an obstacle, such as a tree or a house in front of it. If anyone recognizes a bird attacked by this raptor, post it in the comments. And here you see a zebra caught in the jaws of a crocodile. It grabbed its leg and held onto it, not allowing it to get out of the water. Most likely, it would have ended sorrowfully for the zebra if the curious hippos hadn't intervened in the fight. They began stomping on the crocodile, who was lying on the bottom, and forced the crocodile to let the victim go. Only in this way was the poor zebra able to make it onto dry land, although with damaged legs, but alive. A family of elephants peacefully arrived at a watering hole, unaware of any danger, when suddenly, a huge Nile crocodile grabbed one of the elephant calves by its trunk. It is unknown how the confrontation ended, but one can imagine that if the head of the family were in the place of the little one, the toothy predator would have faced fierce retaliation. A hungry leopard, spotting a porcupine, will surely attempt to make it its prey. However, such confrontations usually don't end well for the predator. It typically remains with an empty stomach and pierced limbs. Meanwhile, the porcupine carries on with its business. It's well known that cheetahs are the fastest runners, but the fact that they're capable of such astonishing leaps in height was hard to imagine. The tigers were engaged in an important task, trying to catch a duck. However, the duck was only teasing the predators, diving underwater right in front of their noses. Perplexed by the trio, they couldn't manage to deal with the small bird, so admitting defeat, they left in disgrace. Despite the seemingly clumsy nature of baboons, they are excellent at catching flamingos. In front of you is a massive flock that just doesn't seem to have enough time to take off. It's all about the unexpected attack of the baboon, which is an omnivore, just like humans. They are active and inquisitive monkeys that live in a social environment. Their pack consists of 50 to 80 monkeys. Their relationships are based on the primacy of males and a few females. Among the animal foods, most are snails, fish, birds, and insects, as well as lizards, mice, and other small rodents. Let's start with a heartbreaking situation. A large anaconda strangled a baby calf. People just didn't have time to come to the rescue. The cow, which found its baby, tried for a long time to shake it with its muzzle, but it did not help it. People at that time tied the anaconda with ropes and tried to drag it across the river, but it looks like the cow realized what had happened, and after the bite on its nose, it just got furious. You can see the real mother's rage. The cow started to take as much revenge as it could, trampling the snake with her hooves and muzzle. I think the anaconda is unlikely to be left alive, especially after what it did to the calf. In a battle between buffaloes and lions, one regularly feels inclined to bet on the lions. After all, they are part of the royal family. But no, Buffaloes sometimes resist becoming someone's meal so fiercely that they're ready to engage in a deadly fight and toss the persistent predator on their horns. Between wolves and bears, serious clashes regularly occur. Usually, these are battles not for dominance, but for survival. However, there are also isolated cases when these animals find a common language and get along well with each other. Do you think there's no predator scarier than a bloodthirsty crocodile? Then take a look at what an enraged elephant is capable of. The animal has been thrashing about in the water for a while, but soon it becomes clear that the elephant is attempting to deal with its toothy opponent using its trunk. And as we can see, it's quite successful. This little gorilla became the instigator of a fight. After passing the baton to its larger companion, without hesitation, it lunges with fists at another primate who was peacefully observing the scene. As a result, a fight erupts in the best traditions of Mortal Kombat. However, it ends as quickly as it started. After venting their aggression, the primates calm down and go their separate ways. The two rhinoceroses seemed to freeze in place as they tried to show that this elephant was not welcome here. And even when one of them weakened its position, the other still did not move, which in fact made the elephant turn around and walk away. The zebra turned out to be a truly lucky one. Fate gave it a unique chance to escape from the clutches of a dangerous predator. It darted out onto the shore, slightly bloodied, to its fellow zebras. Well, at least it was alive. The crocodile wouldn't hurt to sharpen its hunting skills. This elephant is undoubtedly a brave lad. It takes a fearless and self-assured animal to casually wade into the water where a multitude of hippos hang out, and even attempt to drive them away from its path. Two young bisons engaged in a confrontation, seeking to determine who was stronger and more dominant. Their sparring could have gone on for eternity, but suddenly, one of the giants unexpectedly backed off, deciding to retreat. It seemed that it had no chance of claiming a dominant role in the herd with such an approach. The leopard was about to fill its belly with fresh meat when it was unexpectedly attacked by a courageous skunk. The daredevil even contemplated pursuing it, but within moments changed his plans and decided to return to its injured companion, a brave little one. In this deadly confrontation, the zebra managed to thoroughly rattle the nerves of the crazed predator. As a result, the lioness not only remained hungry, but also beaten, as it is difficult to even count how many times it was thrown to the ground. Wildcats often subject buffaloes to exhausting pursuits, and when the horned animals take some time to catch their breath, the cats deliver crushing blows. However, it doesn't always go that way. Regularly, the predators risk receiving a powerful blow to the abdomen or resort to fleeing, biding their time on a tree to wait for a safer moment. As we wrap up this chapter, we invite you to subscribe to Wild Battle and become a part of our vibrant community. Your comments about the animal competitions, battles, and hunts fuels our passion to bring you more exhilarating content.